Welcome. Welcome, sir. Chief Captain Phil, we welcome you. Former Vice Chairman Central of the All Progressives Grand Alliance Abga. Welcome you. We want to welcome all. Yes, Chief Ndiobi. Welcome you. Yes, the Secretary Senator, the Chief Ndiobi. Also, nobody will. No. Yes, Dr. Vera Wadinobi is here, the chairman of Anambra State Universal Basic Education. Salute you and welcome you. We're talking about Chief Honorable Chris Oba Ochayamo. Estelle Oga, we welcome you, Ochayamo. Yes. I na-ekene mmadụ niile na-enwe aṅụrị na tata na-echi awa akụkọ. The Deputy Speaker, Anambra House of Assembly, Right Honorable Pio Chukwu Okoye, anyị na-asị gị nnọọ, mkpụrụ ọbịa, ọzọ mkpụrụ ọzọ gọọmenti. Come with fellow here, we can name my national chairman of our great party, All Progressive Grand Alliance, Ifemba in Ekene, Akamel Azu, or Webanko. Tata Botata. Wagamuda Soludu. Taliwamba one is so ye. Solution Anambra Kani. Namremana kunezina tuebu okamude Bishop Siloko ena yikenele namola mono Obe Siloko ena yikenele Bishop ni Katoliki na newi namola momo odowo ogibo la okenele One na Mokolani to Bunebulodia, Nani Canele, Namola Momodalo, Nadia Sana Gozianio, one say one in Goziani, Bishop of Nani Canele, Natia Woro. Bishop Besibonani Canele, Namola Momo, Dalo, Archbishop no. No, Mama Duta. Oh, yes. Kaina Ganiru, Katata, Eju Akoko, the speaker. Anambra House of Assembly.
Yes, thank you very much. Once again, we say a very warm welcome to all of us to this all-important occasion, a moment when Anambra is changing. Please permit me once again to recognize Chancellor of Anambra University, or Professor Bon Ugochukwu Stanley, and here, Prof, we welcome you.
The display you are seeing now marks the beginning of this great event. As the officers are coming for the parade, please let's not take them space. You can see how beautiful dressed they are. Led by police fan, Anambra State Police Command. Straight up of 4 cars. Guard 1, GAD 2, GAD 3, and GAD 4. Of course, the police is not doing it alone. We have other agencies, security agencies that are with us, especially the one that is state-based. We also have the civil defense, the federal road safety, Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra. I can also see the correctional services. Doing the great thing, which marks the beginning. Officially, I want to do inauguration, the second term of the state government. Made up of officers of Anambra State. Observe what's happening. We see that security agencies are in unity in making sure that this event turns out very well.
Yeah, well, higher for this event, you know.
Like one of them. Just one. Huh?
Officers can stand easy while we wait for the parade commander to take over. We shall be recognizing special dignitaries that are joining us in this great event. Any moment from now, the parade commander, in the person of Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP Chukuma Gideon, is also son of the soil from a community in Nnewi South, local government of Anambra State. We will soon take over the parade proper. Any moment from now, the sergeant of camp will come forward to seek proper permission for the parade. All right, let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished senator Emma Wachu Omodogo, the man that represented the people of Anambra South in the red chambers of Nigeria. and also Chief Honorable Chinedu Obidigwe, Otipe, Akoma Jida, former member, House of Representatives.
And from neighboring Delta State, His Excellency Elder Sheriff Oberewori, the Governor of Delta State, represented by His Excellency Semonde John Onyeme, PhD, SPA, the Governor of Delta State. We welcome you, Your Excellency. We also welcome very respectfully the member of the National Assembly representing the Ukwani Federal Constituency. Right Honorable Nnamdi Eze, Chief State, Elder Moses Idu, we welcome you especially.
Thank you. Mr. National Chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, also is welcome to you. And also, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance here today is His Worship Genevieve University of Sakwe Esquire, Chairman, Anambra State, with other commissioners that accompany her to this great occasion. Thank you. Having introduced the parade commander, of course, he's being assisted by the 2IC of this great parade. In no other person, but also an assistant superintendent of police, ASP Obiano Joseph Chidera. He has taken position. Any moment from now, we will start properly.
Kainabata, the mayors in the house, the mayor of Anocha local government, Honorable Romanos Ibekwe, and Anabata now saying no, and other mayors in the house, and also the Distinguished Senator, Lady Lillian Uche Ife Konedo, and Anabata now saying no, and also Prince Ifeanyi Chukwuonye so Ake Uchioma, we say welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, having said that, may I have the honor and privilege of introducing and welcoming to this great occasion, Engineer Machiavelli Okafor. Yes. The Sergeant at Arms is coming to hand over the parade properly to the 2IC who will be assisting the parade commander in the person of ASP Okeka Gordon. The 2IC is Obiano Joseph Chidera. Let me say this, that officers we are seeing here today are veterans from Anambra. Obiano Joseph Chidera is from Origido in Ekusigo local government of Anambra State. All right, let me properly introduce Engineer Machiavelli Okafor, Big Britannia Petrosphere LLC USA. Welcome you, sir. SAN, President of Nigerian Bar Association. We welcome you and say thank you for joining us in this occasion. Thank you. The Sergeant at Arms has taken position. The 2IC of this parade is taking over any moment from now. the commander to march forward to take position. Thank you.
All right, thank you. It is my honor to recognize and appreciate the presence of the in the green chair. Speaking of, so they know the no, in a very special way. May I also acknowledge the presence of my brother, the newly minted PG of Walker, speaking of Chief Fred Chimova. I did see you in here. Alufua, may God bless you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome this great occasion, Chief Ebuka Ononkwo, Odomoke, the MDCO of Seahorse Lubricants, the great man, Island State Local Law, Chief Ebuka Ononkwo. You're welcome, sir. Onyendu now the Republic. Thank you for being here, sir. Omega is here, the Chief Dr. Cletus Ibeto, the NDCO of the Ibeto Group. Omega, we welcome you especially and we say thank you for joining us.
Omega, I am saying no. Odomoke. Ile bukwa nya igafo. Obozo ga ainekele. Obozo no. No, that is Chief Emeka Mosu. Also beke. Oh, mekania. Soludu bịara Anambra wee dozie Anambra wee si n'ike n'abalị ike. Soludo na ikenele na chi eworuo. Wana kati ụtụtụ ebe na akwa onye ọbụ na-etete n'ụla chọrọ ịba weyeli. Abụga na-aga n'iru chọrọ ịnwa mgbanwe n'isoye odogbo na ikenele si gị daalụ.
All right, let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Ifanigo, Honorable Ifani Metu. We welcome you and say thank you for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished personalities, we welcome you once again to the historic swearing-in ceremony for a second term of the Oluwatoegu in the Anambra, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludu. I see the Vice Chancellor of the now University and of the future, Professor Kate Azoka Omeno. I will welcome you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. And for Chief Mike Omeno, and another tagging us saying no. We also have here today the Executive Director and CEO of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, Abuja, represented by the Director, State Offices, Coordinating Department, Abuja, Mr. Arnold Jackson, and the Regional Coordinator, Enugu, is here. We welcome you. Mrs. Francisca Odega, and the NEPC Anambra State Coordinating Office, Mrs. Angela Uche Echie. We welcome your delegation from the NEPC. You're welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to this great occasion Chief Sir Daniel Chibudozie, the MDCO of Dosi Oil and Gas. Welcome you. You can also cite Ofia Folego Nokija. Welcome. And Honorable Golden Ilo, Member 2, representing Iyala in the House of Assembly. Thank you.
We also welcome the former Commissioner for Power, Honorable Obi Wangwo, Ogwego na Nibo, Ogwego, and I say no. Let me also welcome the Southeast Development Commission MD and the President of Chief Mark Okoye. And also the chairman is also here, the Emeka Mogu, Chief Emeka Mogu. You are welcome. Also, I want to appreciate and make welcome Otumba Joseph Osanike, the Director General NADDC, the National Automotive Design and Development Council. You are highly welcome. And also, let me welcome the former deputy and the former majority leader in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Chief Honorable Peter Ibida. You are highly welcome.
Any moment from now, ladies and gentlemen, let me make welcome to this great occasion, former member of the Anambra State House of Assembly. I am talking about pharmacists, honorable pharmacists, Obinna Emeneka. We welcome you, Ijele Omamba. I also cited Chief Ben Wangwo is here. He's thinking, former member, House of Representatives, welcome you and say thank you for joining us. Chief Christopher Ndubisi is also here. He can go around to welcome you and your great brother, Ichen. Welcome both of you and say thank you for joining us in this auspicious occasion. Remember that I mentioned to you earlier that the parade proper has 4 guards. The guard commanders have positioned themselves. Soon, the parade commander will take position for this great event to start properly. In guard 1, we have ASP Obiangu Joseph Chidera. In guard 2, we have ASP Victor Eluka. Of course, guard 3, ASP Emmanuel Chigozie. And last but not the least, in guard 4, we also have an Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP Anobi Itunaya Sandra. We have to say that what a man can do, the woman can do it better.
Recognizing Ambassador Elijah Bonyangwa, Ozompo, Nenugukuru Munri, Ainekene, and also Ezaria Nocha, Barrister Chukuduli. We salute you.
May I recognize the very senior officers that are here, who retired, and especially the service members and Anambra State that is assisting us in making sure that the safety of Indian We have the safety matter of the civil defense matter just stepped in. May I also recognize our own very Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG Valentine Sotochukwu, retired but not fired. The 2IC Biko, please, we want to make a special announcement to our people. ESCO members, Biko, if you know you're not VIP, please leave the state box. Our guests are speaking. We want to beg of you, leave the state. All go to the green. Please, our visitors are all standing. If you're a party member, please leave the state. Because this was discussed. President General, they have it by the blue, by my right, the blue seat. Then party members, the green seat, by my left. Please let's listen to this announcement carefully as they mention all ESCO members to go to the blue seat. All ESCO members, please move to blue seat so that our visitors can take their seat.
Hello, people are your members of government. I your opponent. The take box is filling up. Can all members of government, my ESCO, my DSA Muslim Syria, let's go to the blue chamber. That's where I'm going to sit myself. So because this place is filled up now, please.
Part of the symbol of
the green pavilion. Every member of government, ESCO, SSS, SS, the media, please, let's go to the blue chamber. Please,
please let's respect this announcement. Once again, this event can be only organized.
All ESCO members, please. Because I got on our blue chamber, because all government functionary, because
the symbol of authority of our great country, which happens to be part of the Nigerian flag, the Nigerian police, the mobile police force flag, the peacekeeping flag. Of course, we have other formations that are in the Nigerian police that is specially recognized. I'm talking about the special protection unit, the counterterrorism unit, and the explosive ordnance disposal. This flag represents the symbol of authority. I would like to humbly request that this flag are being positioned, may we kindly stand up in recognition, especially on the Nigerian national flag. Thank you.
All right, let's welcome to this special occasion the Chief Judge of Anambra State. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about Honorable Justice Omochie Anyachedelu, the Chief Judge of Anambra State here. This is the man who will administer the oath of office and oath of allegiance to Mr. Governor and the Deputy Governor when the time comes. The Chief Judge, we welcome you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to, in a very special way, acknowledge the warm presence of Dr. Gerald Ikechukwu, also who is the immediate pastor, TC chairman of our Northern local government area. May I also acknowledge the presence of Chief Mike Wakalo, with Melora and forget, Nasib no, may God bless you.
And to recognize especially pioneers of center services and Anambra Angel Network. Here today we have Dr. Krishnan Langanas, the CEO of the Unity Cloud. We welcome you. We also have Mr. Ifani America, the CEO of Tech for Nation and Cyber Villa. They are partners of the Solution Innovation District and a member of Anambra Angel Network. The Controller of Corrections, Anambra State Command of the Nigeria Correctional Service, will welcome Sir Ike Anselm. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. There is also another session announcement. People that will be part about it. All mayors.
Please, all the mayors should go into the kitchen. And I also want to appeal to our corporate
The
visitors.
respectfully,
Please, if the CEOs and the ministers also go to the blue chambers, because we still have guests who are not seated. So many of us go to the blue chambers. Our corporate visitor guests, the chief executive, and perhaps number two, the rest of the entourage, we still have places in the blue chamber. And the blue chamber is actually for VIP, where the red chambers are for VVIP. Please, I'm pleading with you.
I humbly request that in recognition of these flags that represent the symbol of authority, protection, peace, practical response.
Please, let's rise. Let's rise. Let's rise.
Keeping flag, the special protection unit flag, the counterterrorism unit flag, of course, the last but not least, the POP, is popularly known as the standard cell, the standard party of this great party.
Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chief JJ Ezokapo, the MDCO of JSPRO Oil and Gas. Welcome you, sir. The Anambra State, gentlemen, talking about Dr. Mrs. Nonye and the children are arriving for this great occasion. Welcome. Welcome.
The parade commander is no other person than Assistant Superintendent of Police, in the BC from Inauguration South in the Kurobeli. He is a graduate of Nigerian Police Academy within Canada. Course, regular course 7. He studied history and international relations. with the position of the color party, the parade has flown properly. And so, a very special guest of honor is soon be here. May I quickly also introduce the guard commanders.
Thank you. Recognizing also Chief Uchemora, PhD, Ezudelu Bukuno Monre, former MD ABS, Professor Onyogo, and also former Dean, Faculty of Law, COOU, Ibadan. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome His Majesty Igwe Chidubem Iweka, as Iweka III, as Obosi, the Chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rural Council, and His Royal Majesty Executive Ilomwanya, Co-Chairman, Southern Traditional Rulers, Ubi of Obiriugu. You are highly welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy Governor of Anambra State is here. I am talking about that man who is ever ready to work, supporting Mr. Governor in transforming Anambra State. I am talking about Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibe Sim Ezedibia. Yes, that is the man.
The deputy governor of Ghana,
Our distinguished guests from across the country and around the world. Ethiopia, I have seen Anambra State. The sector commander of the FRSC Anambra State, Corps Commander Bridget Asekula, will welcome you now. And the commandant of the Anambra State Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Commandant Marco Olatunde, we welcome you.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's welcome the former governor of Anambra State, In fact, the first female governor in sub-Saharan Africa, Her Excellency Kenpechi Ekiyama, welcome you and say thank you. Let's also welcome Chief Honorable Ifeanyi Ibezi, the representative of the Daily North and South. We will not forget Prince John Emeka, former Minister, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then Prince Honorable Chukwuka Onyema. Yes, to welcome you to the House of Representatives. To welcome you and say thank you for being here.
All right, we appreciate the presence of Emmanuel Efe. Please, you're highly
Let's walk in the party of party. Exactly. Chinedu and no, the curriculum for RSND worldwide. His Excellency Chief Emeka Stibulo to welcome you and say thank you. No.
Yeah, should I come here one more? When you do watching a mellow, I can't take it up. When you do watching a mellow, when you do no can Amalo Yamana, Mumaro Duru Abaloso, the one I eat. The managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, IFY, and well done, my brother, and my boss. Igwe anyị na-ekelekwe Igwe Chinube Iweka anyị na-asị gị nnọọ. Ọgamudo Soludo solution Anambra na-abịa o. The deputy governor, I am saying now. The state chairman of our great party is also here. Barrister Ifeanyi Obiokome. I am saying no. Not in there. Wakamuda Soludo. Jali Wamba Onabiao. Anuweli Bubo Nabiao. Wamba woni sole awalo Obebolo yana biaro Ifa Tobio boye no Soludo de mana na wene wa mole Solution Anambra de Aninago. He can go Mahulo. He can Ganachi, one word. Our Lord Ranina Mahulo, he can Ganachi, one word. He can go and he can. Morino Bajamo. Morino Mabana Canelame. Morino Bajamo. For Bishop Unkemo, Obi Bishop Wakana Mukenele. Bishop Oka Diocese no Yogalanya Kani Nolia. When the son of Uchagado, once when he nagozigo. Well, I make a window, and I get one day again. No, I could never say, and make it one day. Honorable Emeka is a one day, and he can. In the Ziana, he got four. One until he body there. One until he body there. The former governor of Anambra State and former minister for labor is here live and direct. Ngige, Mokere Mane Memma. And I say again no. Anybody there? One anybody there? I want to get along in no. You will go to permit me to appreciate Chief Aaron Torumba, Aredon. And Dr. Chinedu Madoka, highly welcome.
Thank you. Any moment. For those that have their program of events, if you quickly look at it, of course, once the special guest of honor is here, we start with the national anthem. Following the Anambra anthem, all to be played by police band. May I quickly recognize some of the symbols of the authority of this parade. As you can see, within the...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Chief Ken Madrako, COKM Oil and Gas. We welcome you, Ojikan. We welcome you, and then Honorable Barrister Obiweke, member representing Anambra East in the House of Assembly. Then let's make welcome Nigerian Labour Congress, Anambra State Chairman, Comrade Sir Humphrey Emeka Manfo. And we will not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that Igirigi is here, the state chairman of our party, High Chief Barrister Sir Ifeatu Opiokoye, Igirigi North. Dr. Ernest Ndukwe is here, the chairman, board of directors, MTN Nigeria. Yes, the proud son of Anambra State, we welcome you. Then Engineer Chris Okoye, the chairman, principal consultant, CCGE Limited, we welcome you. Consultants, 20M on the Enugu Highway, the construction project, another proud son of Anambra State. Let's also welcome Mrs. Temitope Ogundele. She is the director of International Breweries. Welcome, ma'am. Please, we want to beg again, all the Anambra that are seated, our visitors are standing. Please, can you move to the green and the blue pavilions?
Biko, don't get out of Anambra.
Please, please, a lot of our visitors are standing. Can we please leave this VIP seat?
And the chairs there are better. The chairs,
please,
the blue chairs are even better.
you're wanted on the podium.
Okay, so I hear that some people are occupying certain reserved seats. Please, let us do the right thing.
Please,
The
SSG, please, you're wanted on the podium here. SSG, please. People are seated where the governors are supposed to be seated. Please, can you please help us?
Anambra people.
All party people, all Anambra people, please move to the green pavilion. All Ndiamga, move to the pavilion. Please.
The quarter from the Anambra.
Please,
Yeah.
the state working committee members that are seated, please leave the seat and move to the green pavilion. There are 5 seats here reserved for governors, and people are seated there. Please move. The mayors move to the blue. And all the South people moving to the streets, please. We beg of you.
Let's heed to this announcement. It is very, very important so that we can properly coordinate ourselves for this event. The parade commander is coming up.
And the members of government who are here. Any person not in government or in the state party, you should not be here. Can you all leave now? Because I'm going to take note of people who are refusing to move, and it will have consequences. Please, can you all leave? Parties, the National Working Party have just come in. They need to be seated.
Please, let's heed to this announcement.
And Mr. Governor will be here. I shouldn't be making this announcement, please.
Let's heed to this announcement so that
we
we don't just get ourselves embarrassed. It's very, very important.
I'm making this announcement and people are feeling tired.
Expecting.
Permit me to welcome the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, South of the Nation, Princess Patricia Onyemechi Obela. You are highly welcome, ma'am, to Anambra State, the light of the nation.
Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Romy Ezomoka Okilisibo, MDCO of Rocheni Forest Village. We welcome.
Please let's so that you let yourself embarrassed. Please. If you know that you are not here, you are to be seated, please excuse.
And then again,
Please. We have dignitaries that are coming. The parade commander is warming up and keeping the men at alert for proper display. I'm being directed to make this announcement. Please, if you know that you are with the service commander, any of the service commanders, state service command, please kindly excuse the seat you are being occupied now. We let that seat, it belongs to other dignitaries we are expecting. Just the service commander who just get seated, then the others that are sitting behind, please excuse us a little, please. Thank you.
and ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the former chief of staff to the former governor of Anambra State. Talking about Chief Primus Odele Okosi Aguleri. We welcome you.
Please let's respect ourselves, very senior officers that are sitting behind The service commanders, please.
We welcome
Their
the,
seats far behind for you, please.
the Executive Director of Fidelity Bank is here, Mrs. Pamela Shodipo. We welcome you. And from the players in the private sector, Mrs. Kemitowe Ogutoko, the Corporate Affairs and Regulatory Director of International Breweries PLC is here. We welcome you.
All right, thank you. May I acknowledge the presence of Honorable Joe who are here in our midst, because we have amongst us the Chief Judge of Anambra State, speaking of Honorable Justice O.M. Anyachebelo. Also in our midst is Honorable Justice B.I.T. Boyd, Justice of the Court of Appeal. In our midst as well is Honorable Justice J.I. Wesley. We have amongst us Honorable Justice B.N. Abata. In our midst as well is Honorable Justice E.I. Ogu. We have as well Honorable Justice A.O. Okuma. I'm Honorable Justice J.U. Obiora. In a very special way, we have Justice C.C. Oka. Not also forget that amongst us is Honorable Justice P.N.T. Oti. I'm Honorable Justice C.G. Wankwo. Not forgetting Honorable Justice A.C. Akabua, as well as Honorable Justice D.C. Manuel. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have in our list Honorable Justice N.L. Oyeka, Honorable Justice S.N. Odele, and as well Honorable Justice O.A. Mabonike. I still know Luzapuliti. May I also very humbly acknowledge the presence of Honorable Barrister Ebele Obi, former member of the Anambra State House of Assembly, who also is a member of the board of the MASA. We welcome you.
All right, permit me to appreciate the State Commander, Nigerian Forest Security Services, Anambra State Command, Mazi Destiny Jonas Emmanuel. You are highly welcome. Permit me to also welcome the CEO President, Erisco Foods Limited, Chief Eric Umofia, the Tomato King. We welcome you here, sir. You are highly
Especially also online. It will be fun. We are really doing this. While we get ready for the national anthem, please, this is a special announcement to also to the people. You should also get ready with Anambra anthem.
Right. I was a couple of minutes ago acknowledging the very hallowed presence of the judges in our midst. This is to inform us that in our midst as well is Honorable Justice T.C. Anietu. And Honorable Justice E.I. Ndi. We have also Chinyere O.C. Okoye, who is the Chief Registrar, Anambra State Judiciary. We have the presence of His Honor A.C. Peters, who is the Deputy Chief Registrar, Special Duty. And of course, the last but not the least is P.C. Dedeoka Esquire, Deputy Chief Registrar Magistrate. We say a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you.
While we are still recognizing the dignitaries, let me also recognize, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Emmanuel Soludu, Ofadiuru, elder brother to Mr. Governor of Anambra State, we especially welcome you. And also Chief Barrister Patrick Ikweto, S.A.N. and his amiable wife. Welcome. We will not leave out Chief Emeka Esemwanne,
Soludu, it is Anambra State. And then we don't leave out, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Osita Ogu, OON. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And then Sir Mrs. Ogubo Osita Ogu. We welcome all of you and thanking you for participating and joining us in this auspicious celebration.
Thank you. May I quickly recognize, if you observe the parade, you see that we have the symbol of authority, which happens to be the 7 flags.
Let me quickly appreciate Chief also, Etebet wants to, all the way from, who works with Chevron Nigeria Limited. From Navy. You're highly welcome.
We will be running, as if you rightly observe the parade, you see that we have the Nigerian flag, the Nigerian police flag, the CTU flag, the peacekeeping flag, the police mobile police flag, and of course, the EOD, because these authorities have names. We all know that Nigerian flag is green, white, and green. The green represents the rich natural resources of our great nation, while the white symbolizes the thought, peace, unity among Nigerians. And the green part of it is also the fertility and the prosperity of our great nation.
Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Honorable Peter Mofonanya, Ezoban Anando, Odimili. We welcome you. He is the Public Relations Officer, State Public Relations Officer of our great party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Africa.
Thank you. You can also observe the Nigerian police flag. The parade commander is mentally getting the officers ready for this great
I would like to welcome the 51st Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, Ọba Ẹnìtàn Adéyẹyè Ògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá II. Kábíyèsí, we welcome you. Thank you for celebrating with Anambra State. Thank you for the national spirit that you exude. Thank you for patriotic zeal. Thank you for loving Anambra State. Kábíyèsí, we welcome you to the state. And Chief Obi Jackson is also with him. Next oil, we welcome all of you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome. Of course, still reading the menu of some of these are national symbols of authority, which happens to be the flags from this parade. We observe the Nigerian police flag immediately after the Nigerian flag. We observe that it has a green background, which symbolizes the national identity and the connection between the Nigerian police and Nigeria as a nation.
All right. Let's welcome to this great occasion Honorable Osman Oli, the former member of Anambra State House of Assembly, represented only to South 1 in the House of Assembly. Thank you.
The police dress in the Nigerian police force, of course, represents the authority and the law enforcement power. the strength and power of the force. Because you can also observe the shield in the Nigerian police flag, which represents protection of citizens. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, also Dr. Let's welcome, gentlemen, Chief Executive Board. Akona, we still be DM boss. I'm saying no. On the bandit people in a Tuxedo local government area of Anambra State.
Permit me to appreciate the member representing Onitsha South, two-time Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Barrister Chu Obinna Chiego. You're highly welcome. Our royal fathers are arriving, eminent persons are arriving too. I'd like to welcome the Obi of Onitsha, Imperial Majesty Alfred Neneka Achebe, the Obi of Onitsha, Akboki. I welcome you, Imperial Majesty, the Obi of Onitsha.
Let's also welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Chiwe, Honorable Princess Chiwe Nabita. Yes, she is a member representing the good people of Orumba, North and South, in the House of Representatives. Welcome you, Adeje Jemba. Thank you. Still running through the reading of these are simple. Let's also welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Obinna Iyebu Obi Kubana. We welcome you. White element in the Nigerian police flag, if you rightly observe that flag properly, it represents justice, integrity, and fairness. It shows that Nigerian police force has a great connection with our great nation. Yes. Chief Sabine Dike, the president of our stop, welcome you, sir. The chair, Ivan is also there. Ebet Buzo, Nkuli, no. The parade commander is actually doing his work very well, making sure that officers are mentally ready for this beautiful display that is about to take place. For now, we are still recognizing the dignitaries.
Oh, yes.
While we wait for the special guest of honor.
I am about our dear brother, colleague, more than go. Maybe no, no. I am saying no. No, Honorable Amakoti is in the building. Iyom Idemili, Iyom Ainekere. Iyebudia Egafo.
Sir Emeka 4 is here. And his amiable wife, ladies and gentlemen. Ibonile, we welcome you. Udogwe Jejeba. Obokatina is also here. The Chief Agabo, we welcome you. Obokachima. Venerable Amecho Kuosa is also on that entourage. We welcome all of you.
Yes. With the presence of these high-profile dignitaries that are being recognized, signifies and make us to be at alert that we will soon start this great event.
Let me welcome to this great occasion, Chief Okudele Ezewanko Ewepudikenamanta, former member House of Representatives. He represented the good people of Orumba North and South in the House. Agarama Peluso, we welcome you. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Eze. Yes, Prince Ato Eze, but heavily represented here today by Sir Izuchukwu Mwabweze, Ichiechi Nemeze Lupo, his special assistant. We welcome you and say thank you for being here. Let's also welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency, Mrs. Ifeoma Ekwueme, the wife of the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Alex Ekwueme. And also, ladies and gentlemen, His Royal Majesty Dr. Chineke Benson Madubuko OFR, Eze Chineke Nadase, Chairman, Dr. Chico Group. Thank you so much for being here.
Right, still welcoming us all to this occasion. Permit me at the juncture to acknowledge the very warm presence of the former chairman of the Police Service Commission, speaking of Chief Simon Okeke Ochendu. I am not talking about Ochendu. It is always a delight having you.
Welcome to Soludu. Mama karijele nijera karamu wa kunechenye ukemau. Mama na karijele ta. Soluda zela muzula ranide na mukelele. Weme kofonye na baodobo. Ene kofone kenelo me dalo iwe mekwane. Aluchukumu ibezibo. Olu machuku na mukelele olu chidalo. Konibeni mwelia. Ene kofone na mukelele. Odobo bato. Odobo bato. Odobo kana mukelele. Odobo muketagata. Nonyelu muye Soludo. Adade luli wendeloma. Mwami dada kuyeline. Itele miwa na wagoleche. Itele miwa na gonia na dema uwena lona. Muye Soludo. Adade luli wendeloma. Adabo. Ọ̀pọ̀gísì la ní ibi àbá àyíwò ẹ̀kọ́ tó tẹ́lẹ̀, bákaná bí kì í nẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ máa, nyẹ́ka ìdí ìdí ọ́,
I want to get the Oni of Ife, the custodian of the culture and tradition of the Yoruba kingdoms, that the Yoruba community in Anambra State, they are here and they are saying Kabo. They are saying thank you for visiting Anambra State. They are happy to be here. They are marching on, but don't go close to him. Just stand down there to greet him, to welcome him. Please don't climb up. Do not climb up. Thank you. Let's also welcome the issue. Ofia Anawalego. No more. Welcome so much. Let's also welcome Chief Sir Jomatis Uzodike. Anambra State. No. Let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Ozalaba. I make the chairman of the village chairman to welcome, and also the state chairman of Anambra State, Maz Nichukuma Omalesu, welcome you and say thank you for being here. And also, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chief Chinedu of Webu CEO Alma Motors. Yes, and then Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie Okereke Linus, Nigerian film legend. Wow. Yes, Stephanie Okereke is there, a Nollywood legend. And then Linus in the holster. See Odell Young Head Academy to welcome you. Will not leave out Vivian Agobe, co-founder, Asia Africa Infrastructure and Industrial Venture Partners. Welcome. Thank you so much.
We welcome especially the Chairman, Presidential Interim Executive Committee of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, Anambra State Chapter, Dr. Ngozi Unogo, FNIPR. Ma, we welcome you. We also welcome the youth leader of the All Progressives Run Alliance, Dr. Tochukwu Obiadi, members of the Anambra State House of Assembly here present. We welcome you, especially I see all members representing Anambra South. Ntujapa, we welcome you.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome and recognize in this auspicious occasion the National Woman Leader of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA. Madam, welcome. We want to thank you for joining us today to celebrate with the first family of Anambra State. Thank you.
Zile wabulo na ikenele ose petegete. Wazubike waza ide. Waza petete na ikenele na Soludu ne mema. Tali wamba wane mema o. Wamba wani soye. Udogudia mumudi nechegi. Kanyinya ibu boki kabaniru kanyiga gowo ke kabaniru. Idula Anambra we gabao. Wonya chimeleze gabunilieze. Wozo doni wu na ikenele no kibo mweze la bokenelugo. Wozo doni wu wane la mokenele. Wozo buje wana nenu wu ezudo. Wezudo nekenele me no kibo mweze la babia. Kibo mweze la babia. Dozie mwangwo na mukenele. Dozie mwangwo na mukenele. Odogwo yonga ndelema. Dozie mwangwo gaba niru. Niru koke mwena mao. Wonye dozi.
Let's once again welcome to this great occasion Chief Dr. Dan Chukwudozie, the MDCO Dosi Oil and Gas Limited, and then Chief Ken Maduako, KM Oil and Gas Limited. We'll not also leave out Chief Mwabweze Ume, Ofia Fulego, no Kija. I'm asking you to put that no.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to still appreciate the presence of the member representing the good people of the Anambra Federal Honorable Mrs. Wacham. I greet you. You are highly welcome. Also, let me appreciate the presence of the president of the Anambra State House of Assembly, Mimi Asiki. You are highly welcome.
Right. Please, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I acknowledge the presence of Chief G. Anyebu Bukiyamichi, MD, CEO, Chisco Transport Limited. I am a target, not second knows affiliation. We also have here in our midst His Royal Highness Igwe Stephen Ezewu, who be of God welcome you. In our midst as well is Dr. Barrister Clem Agui Papando Papa, none was operating.
The champion, the lion is here.
I'll get straight for you.
The champion, the lion is here.
First of all, and for the excellency, distinguished now that I've stretched together, wherever you may be upstanding for the national anthem, wherever you may be upstanding for the national anthem of Nigeria, the Anambra anthem.
While still standing, the Anambra anthem will also be played by the police band. Okay, DJ, the Anambra anthem. The Anambra anthem, please. Thank you very much. Let's all be seated. Thank you. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, Senator Kashim Shettima Silue. Our former President, His Excellency Chief Olusegun Obasanjo Joseph, our former President, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Joseph. Let me welcome to this family. The man in every sector, the government I welcome His Deputy Dr. I welcome all those and their representatives. Let me welcome honorable members of the State Assemblies, especially the Speaker of the Anambra State House Assembly. I'd like to welcome the captains of the three, the great people of Anambra State that are here. Especially welcome the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Chief Emeka Anambra. Royal fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we gather not merely to witness a ceremony, we gather to witness history, to honor vision, and to affirm the trust of it in leadership. So on behalf of the government of Anambra State, I warmly welcome all of you to the swearing-in ceremony for a second term of leadership committed to progress, innovation, and transformation. This is the day we declare boldly Anambra on the rise, the foundation towards Africa's Dubai, Taiwan, and Silicon Valley. So let it be known from the valley to the mountaintop that this is not a slogan, it is a promise. Not a wish, it is a mission. Not a dream, it is a commitment. The vision is the architecture of destiny. Without it, progress is accidental. I welcome all of you. My name is Ebere, and I'm here with a team, an amazing team of masters of ceremonies. But this hour will kick off. We'll be having the
taking of oath of allegiance and oath of office for the deputy governor to be administered by the chief judge of Anambra State. The chief judge of Anambra State will be stepping forward to administer the office on the deputy governor of Anambra State. Honorable Justice Onoche Anachibru, I welcome you, my Lord.
This is the way it's supposed to be. You can cite Mr. Deputy Governor and the wife beaming with smiles because this is an epoch-making event. The oath of office for a second term in office, an oath of allegiance, flanked by his wife and his children. What a moment. I, Dr. Onyekachukwu Idezim,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
and that I will
protect,
protect
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me.
Oath of office of the Deputy Governor of the state. I,
Dr. Onyekachukwu Idezim, do solemnly
will be faithful
that I will be faithful
to bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That as the Deputy Governor
That as the Deputy Governor
of Anambra State,
of Anambra State,
I will discharge my duties
I will discharge my duties
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and in accordance with the Constitution
in accordance with the Constitution
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
and the law,
and the law,
and always in the interest of the sovereignty,
and always in the interest of the sovereignty, solidarity,
well-being,
well-being,
and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
I try to preserve
That I will strive to preserve
the fundamental objectives
the fundamental objectives
and directive principles
and directive principles
of the state policy
of the state policy
contained in the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria.
contained in the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria.
And I will exercise the authority
That I will exercise the authority
vested in me
vested in me
as the Deputy Governor,
as the Deputy Governor,
so as not to impede
so as not to impede
or prejudice the authority
prejudice the authority
lawfully vested in the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
lawfully vested in the President of the Federal Republic,
and so as not to endanger
and so as not to endanger
the continuance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
the continuance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That I will not allow my personal interest
That I will not have personal interest
to influence my official conduct
to
or my official decisions.
or my official decision.
That I will, to the best of my ability,
That I will, to the best of
preserve, protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic.
That I will abide by the code of conduct
That I will abide by the code of conduct
contained in the fifth schedule
contained in the fifth schedule
to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
to the Constitution of the Federal Republic.
That in all circumstances,
That in all circumstances,
I will do right to all manner of people
I will do right to all manner of people
according to law,
according to law,
without fear or
without
favor.
fear or favor.
affection or ill will.
affection, or ill will.
That I will not directly
That I will not directly
or indirectly
communicate
or relate to any person,
or
any matter which shall be part of my consideration
under my
or that is not to me.
Deputy Governor.
Except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Deputy Governor
To discharge and that I will devote myself
to the service
and well-being of the people of Nigeria.
so help me.
Please, and oath of office. Você they will show Anambra where the money goes. That is why they
Congratulations.
were distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All right, the deputy governor, the wife and the children and the entire family may now be seated. Wow. The children are all smiles. Now, distinguished ladies and who came into office or came into office as every child in Anambra State from the womb will be taken care of. If a mother is pregnant, she will go for antenatal free of charge, completely free. She will deliver in government hospitals free of charge, including cesarean operations.
When that child is born, that child will go to kindergarten free of charge. That child will go to primary school free of charge, not paying any fees at all. To secondary school, to secondary school free of charge. After which, if that child is trying to wait a little while, the university will enroll in the One Youth, Two Skills program. One Youth, Two Skills. After which, Mr. Governor will not seek money, Starbucks, for them to start their businesses. Actually, they are offering and paying for that child. Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite for politicians office the man that loves his people and his people love him. Put your hands together. Soludu. And why? Mrs. Not your Francis. Put your hands together, family. The best family. Yes. Yes, sir.
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful, and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. So help me God. Oath of office of the state. I, Charles, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful, bear true allegiance, Federal Republic of Nigeria, as the governor of Anambra State, I will discharge my duties. To the best of my ability. Faithfully. And in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. That I will strive to preserve. According to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law. Always in the interest of the sovereign. And in the interest of the sovereign. Solidarity. Well-being. And prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I will strive to preserve. The fundamental objectives. And directive principles of the state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will exercise the authority vested in me as governor. so as not to impede,
prejudice
or prejudice
the authority
lawfully vested in the president
lawfully vested in the
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and so as not to endanger the continuance of the Federal Republic of
endanger the continuance of the federal government in Nigeria.
That I will not allow my personal interest
That I will not allow my personal interest
to influence my official conduct
to influence my official conduct
or my official decisions.
or my official decision.
That I will, to the best of my ability,
I will, to the best of my ability,
preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That I will abide by the code of conduct.
I will abide by the code of conduct
contained in the fifth schedule.
To
the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That in all circumstances. I will do right to all manner of people.
I will do right to all manner of people
according to law. Without fear or favor. Affection or ill will. That I will not directly. Or indirectly. Communicate. Or reveal to any person. Any matter. Which shall be brought under my consideration. Or shall become known to me as governor of Anambra State. Except as may be required. For the due discharge of my duties as governor. That I will devote myself. To the service. And well-being of Nigeria. So help me God.
So help me God.
Signing the oath of office.
Soludu, Abakibu, Edibu, onye na-anya bịa na Anambra site tata gaba konkuliwe Soludu ga-eme iluchili n'ụlọ n'ụzọ chalakwa maka na Soludu na-abịa nwaọrụ otu egwu Anambra na-abịa iwe na-eme agụ na-arara ka iwe agụ na-eme mana iwe agụ bie niile dị Anambra Soludu solution Anambra dị anyị n'aka obodo ekwelugo ọka mmụta onye na-abụja wetulugo wee nata ndị na onye na-azọ ebute Hausa Soludu maka na Soludu na-eme mma ịlụcha na Anambra Igbo gotere Abuja sosei ịlụcha na Anambra Igbo gotere Abuja sosei na Obasanjo ka ọ kwụghị n'azụ na Enugu Lọgụ Ebele Jonathan kwụghị n'azụ ndị Igbo na-achị Naịjirịa kwụghị n'azụ si gị gaba n'iru maka na onye na-eme mma na-eme mma onye na-eji udo ga-adịrị ya ọka mmụta Solution Anambra ga-aba n'iru obodo ekwelugo.
While you are taking this message, the lion is here. The lion is Excellency, please also into very few. Thank you. Thank you. His Excellency, a very high profile communities that contribute, especially of past leaders, and I on behalf of the security agencies, the service commanders, the family, officers of Anambra State, welcome you to this great event. We say thank you for coming. And the next item on the program of event, and I humbly invite His Excellency Charles Soludu, the Governor of Anambra State, for the inspection of the parade. And also, please, the cameraman, excuse the parade partner. As we await His Excellency to mount the saluting dive so that the parade commander can come and take permission proper from His Excellency Professor Charles Soludu. So we can wait and start properly. The parade commander is going that person, and the assistant superintendent of police, ASP Chukuma, Indonesia. And I say this that the officers that form majorly this parade are Anambra indigenous. ASP Chukuma, Indonesia is an economic in the South. He is a graduate of history and international studies. Nigerian Academy from regular study. Current assignment in Urban County. Speaking permission from His Excellency. Course. Ready for inspection as the parade commander joins the governor to inspect the officers before the please define me. Let's act in a public manner so that it will not be rowdy. Thank you. Yes. Let me also is a form of and the governor proceeds to inspect the parade. The parade You will notice one thing. It means in the Indian medicine, operating at the human are not health committee officers, but you can also see the civil defense operatives, federal safety, and also the operatives of Anambra. This records the synergy among the security agents here in Anambra, making sure that we keep Anambra safe. Cameraman, you should not join in the space of the parade. Act in an orderly manner so that our dignitaries can also do this. We also have the podium both in my left and right hand side. For persons that are not super, you can walk both my left and right side. Properly. Officers. Immediately after that, the parade starts properly. This one. To consist of flags of authority and both the leader of the movement and also the civil music. And the correction. Allow you see that not as you don't. People joining the secretaries. Also of the snap. Oh, the police band is in the second safety and the civil defense force. Mr. Camera mentioned acting another one. Let me also remind of very distinguished guests, especially for the high table. As we look at your left and right hand side of the projector, you can view what is happening properly. What the governor said. Section is support the police and social agencies. As soon as we correct them, we have program consisting of top guard commander and 7 standard party, which provides of self-guard, providing the authority and the direction of the Nigerian police to Nigeria as a nation. Tell me that we are also prepared. We have some officers that are also on the top. Police, medical, and social care, in case of any emergency. We can take care of this problem. October, the first. We invite him to the podium. The following program. The power that can end on especially Professor Prof. The executive board of Anambra. Someone from inspection. As soon as he arrives, to one report. The community network. Let me say this, will be very fast, because we know that most of our people need to attend to other activities that we can find with this again. Please, the cameraman. Let's have the other money. His Excellency will now take over the saluting rights. And the parade to start properly. The parade commander will also take permission from His Excellency Professor Soludu, the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, for the parade to start properly. Please, the camera at this space, the camera at this space. His Excellency has given this permission for the parade to start properly. The parade is formed of 4 guards, and each guard we have second in command, and also 2 officers that are assisting the respective commanders. The parade commander is being assisted by no other person than ASP Joseph General. Please, let's exercise some quiet. Let's stop the music, please. Stop the music so that we can hear the parade properly. Parade commander, please carry on. The parade commander, please carry on. We need to just check his mic so that the officers can hear the command. His Excellency is patiently waiting. Please let him pass. To book the parade. And how the color party a symbol of authority for this area. In this color party, we have the 7 flags. There's a cameraman who has seen that solution. Sunday, and where the parade and take cover. And starting to slow march. Having introduced the parade commander. Assistant. Commander of North. The parade consists of 4 guys. No other person from AS beyond the graduate of Nigerian Police Academy, Police Family. Graduated from Police Department, Police Family has taken in shop. Freedom Commander Anambra. Let me also say this, unlike what we have been saying before, there is an improvement in the images of Anambra during the Nigerian police and some other security agencies. As I introduce all the officers that are participating in this meeting, especially in this side, you observe that they are moving Indiana and the which vehicles that part of joining the living solar country and state, especially in Anambra. Also in that one, we have an assistant superintendent of police, ASC, who will come. The rating of living in this sport, also in the budget, this is the fund. And the real police, three also have the guard commander as an assistant superintendent of police, the mother of children. Just I rightly mentioned, objectives that are doing this parade today our major entities of Anambra State. The money of Chigozie is from Ikeja. The local government of Anambra State, a graduate of accounts from the Nigerian Police Academy. But we have the commander as assistant superintendent of police, KSP, and you, this Naya Sandy. These vehicles, what the man can do, women can do with them. This Naya Sandra is from New York, the North South local government. And graduate from biochemistry and forensic science. Nigerian Police. This is I remind very senior officers of the field, our special guest of honor. So many other people here. As soon as the flag gets to this point, we believe for this flag is the real rise, which represents the authority, the symbol of authority and respect of the nation. From the flag, we observe the Nigerian police flag, starting with the Nigerian flag, which has blue, white, and green. We have the counter-terrorism flag. In partnership with the international community, where you can see the peacekeeping flag, the police mobile police, and also the this recognition that we all stand. And for the same position, led by no other person than KSP and Yogi, Naya Sandra. It's a native of New North South Local. We graduate of biochemistry and forensic science from prestigious university, Nigerian Police Academy, part of Level 7. The already statement shape. And I also recognize the police part, the wonderful job we are doing here. For dignitaries, please, we have the projectors both to my right, left side. You can watch from there in the upper view. Also, in that one, the commander is being assisted by no other person than Assistant Superintendent of Police, PSP, Anambra. I'm here to assist. He's a native of Okija, Libya, and local government of Anambra State. He holds LFP from Nigeria Police Academy in Anambra State. And starting here in Anambra State Police Academy, at Harbour Division. He's also been joined in that one Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP Weke Victoria, a native of Apaka, the Ichibok and local government of Anambra State. And the graduate of chemistry from the prestigious Nigerian Police Academy in France, also a member of regular concern. The parade is taking shape. Remember that I mentioned that for the parade proper, it is from only the Nigerian police. While you are seeing other agencies, it's the local unity among the sister agencies in making sure that Anambra is safe. For now, what we are observing is slow march. Any moment from now, the parade will change its form. In part two, we have ASP Oyeka assisting the commander. ASP Oyeka is a native of POH, the New York North, a graduate of accounting from the prestigious University of the Nigerian Police Academy in Anambra State. Also, is assisted by ASP People Politics, a native of the level, Northern House, also from Anambra State. He is a graduate of English. The parade will soon change form. Please, please let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Let's encourage them. The supporting agencies also keep in this marching simultaneously, which records the unity of what we are experiencing in Anambra State. So the senior officers are sitting in commander, and they are ASP each the classes from Apple, Europe, or North. The Anambra State. It's a graduate of the prestigious University of the also, assisted by the PSP department, PhD without achievement. For others in my nurture, difficulties of Anambra, the project management services. If we all find the issue of the civil authority, which starts with the Nigerian flag, the Nigerian police flag, the police mobile flag, the Partnership National Community, which is the fish of the hero flag, also the CCA, which is the leadership of place. Other society to the topic. To different how from the agency shows all our partner report the civil defense and federal road safety authorities as well as the correctional services. Last about the list of prices of Anambra, showing that they have fully accepted policing. There is no way both the police and other society agencies can approach well without the acceptance of Anambra. Why we are having the presence of Professional Anambra. This is to show to the that Anambra have accepted not only this, but other society agencies. Please let's give the amount of audience. Parade take from properly. Let me say this. That the flags that we are seeing all have been and the part of this in the example. So we all go to the Japanese flag. The observer correctly, you should have has the green background, which symbolizes the national unity connection between connection between the Japanese and the Nigerian nation. This first concerns the authority and the trust and peace. The relationship with police cover was established in 1961 was needed to address people to solve the Spanish migration in the country. For our motto is no the silence, but to speak. Let's observe rightly. You see that the parade we take from is to observe silence. Please let's bring the round of applause for them. Yes, let's not forget this. First one, on my right, the counter-terrorism policy. You observe that it has blue green elements, which symbolizes proportionality. In the population. Please, for them. That's not, it's not in the.
Boss. This is You're welcome. My no, Your Excellency, Obasanjo is here. Thank you very much. You were here first year, and when we started, yeah, of the central I was beside him, and as the president, of course, I will not take the first lady of Anambra, the villa. His wife, lady, I want to say because they are trying to know all the long protocol. And the five governors are here. Dr. Chris Gigoma is here. Anambra is here. I say from former Minister Wogo of FCDC and Marco Boye. So far, not into all into former secretary of I quit the settlement, Chief Emeka as well. Communities as captains of industry. I want to thank you very much. And I now I thank you all for coming. And please, just to make, let me no. Anambra no. My deputy, and I took before you the doctor's office, I go was a higher ceremony attended by fewer than 50 guests, and the we went straight to work. We were clear that the moment on that very day, was just one. We declared a state of emergency. The very next day, we cannot go. The largest urban slum in the southeast. That is that is to start with and those who have not left behind. We made a solemn promise to you then to work 24/7 to review our state and make. As a technocrat in politics, our administration set out to test a simple, profound hypothesis. And that hypothesis was rather than politics of transaction, very years in of the process we met for our first term. It is manifest. This special zone Anambra, don't fear on God. Was therefore more than it was near and something for us to do even more. I am satisfied with about the Almighty God. One day not money of review am sure it's too numerous to mention individuals who to be with us in conference for years. I'm very the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, PCON, the federal government, which members of the solution team in our government, my colleague governors and Nigerian governors forum, members of the state and national assemblies, the judiciary, INEC and security agencies, the church, and the traditional rulers and town union leaders, our businessmen and women, our women and youth, development, I children healthy living with to become of Anambra. Fortunately, my father who had prayed for the that is 2023 with my beloved late mother and father, the month is last smiling face. Coincidentally, today also marks the 20th anniversary of progressive governance in Anambra State under the aegis of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA. I sincerely appreciate the current and past leadership as well as members of our great party for their unwavering support. My immediate predecessor, Chief Dr. William Obiano, unfortunately is still holed up in the US, but sent his goodwill message. Let me also acknowledge the cooperation of other progressives, especially members of the All Progressive Congress APC. I think their state executive are all here. As we say here in Anambra, the progressives are working together. Once again, I extend my hand of fellowship to my fellow contestants in the last gubernatorial election. I am, and I will continue to be the governor for all the Anambra over the next few years. Politics and the elections are over. It is now time for governance and development. Let us join hands together to build the Anambra of our dream. Anambra, uncertainty has become the defining reality of our world today. In such times, only those who think boldly, plan deliberately, and act strategically can shape and control the future. Nigeria, like many nations, faces its own familiar challenges, and making sense of these realities and charting a sustainable path forward is the true test of leadership. Today, I wish to remind us of our shared destination. As the saying goes, if you do not have a destination in mind, any road will take you there. But in Anambra, we are not wandering around. We have a clear destination, and we have a compass to guide us. And if I may refresh our collective memory, and this memory, when you get this speech, I'm sure you're going to read, we took out quite a while, but I'm not going to waste much of your time to read the entire thing here that I have written about. In 2006, I delivered a published address, keynote address, at a conference by the League of Anambra Professionals, and there I articulated a bold vision that by 2030, that was 24 years from then, away from then, Anambra State would deliberately be curated to evolve into an African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley, ADTS. The logic of this vision was rooted in Anambra's seemingly difficult geography and demographics, as well as its strategic location, endowments, and renowned can-do spirit. Like I said, I have written quite copiously in this address to illustrate what this thing is really all about. So the three pillars of that Anambra's thinking about being a commercial logistics to leisure location, industrial productivity, and technology-driven innovation, they form the conceptual framework of the African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley vision. When you get the address, you can read that. But in 2020-21, I chaired the drafting of Anambra Vision 2070, a comprehensive 50-year development blueprint for the state. Over 250 professionals contributed directly to the plan, while thousands of stakeholders across sectors provided feedback and insights. The overwhelming consensus that emerged from this extensive consultative process was that ADTS vision remains the most compelling and robust long-term development pathway for Anambra. Consequently, our manifesto, a People's Manifesto for a Greater Soludu Solution, a People's Manifesto for a Greater Anambra, drew heavily from both the ADTS vision and the strategic direction outlined in the Anambra Vision 2070 document. Fortuitously, the first administration to assume office after the launch of Anambra Vision 2070 in February 2022 is the government we now lead. In this unique circumstance, the visionary becomes the foundational executor. This administration, therefore, carries a historic responsibility to lay the enduring foundation for the next Anambra, setting the state firmly on the path towards realizing its manifest destiny as an African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley by 2070. By 2070, it is estimated that about 38 to 40 million people, up from the current 9 million, will be resident in Anambra, and probably over 50 million by the end of this century. These people will need transport infrastructure, power, jobs, housing, sewage, and waste management, schools and hospitals, care for the poor and the elderly, and so on. So far, over the last 4 years, every step, every project, every program, law, or policy has been intentional with one question in mind. How does it align with the long-term vision? Where will it leave Anambra not only in the immediate and medium term, but more fundamentally over the next 50 to 100 years? Intergenerational sustainability and alignment to the destination drives our thinking and action. This is a new chapter on how we do business in Anambra. We're driven by long-term vision, and that is where we are headed to. Yes, Anambra. Alternative future possible, but they give disruptive but sure-footed steps founded on existing realities. When the initial conditions were daunting, it was impossible to begin dreaming of the skyscrapers when any local government were under the grip of criminals and kidnappers. Cities lack pipe-borne water and reliable electricity infrastructure, especially roads, was in a state of severe decay. Public hospitals were likely non-functional, and many public schools operated without sufficient teachers. The environment was in crisis, the transport system chaotic, and the fiscal planning almost non-existent. Compounding and all of this almost non-existent, resulting in sprawling urban slums. Compounding these structural challenges was an emerging value system that increasingly disparaged hard work while celebrating well without work. Government itself had no proper abode from where to think and act. Given the urgency of the moment, the new administration understood that this vision was an agenda with a deadline. The world view was one that did not see any boundaries, physical or religious, and our mantra has been state, one people, one agenda. As a government rooted in progressivism, it is intentional about leaving no one behind. Governance principle based on equity, fairness, inclusiveness, and compassion. This is the APGA's ideology of Onyaga. Despite the rest focus on quantum disruptive changes to ensure intergenerational sustainability building to last, extreme prudence and value for money that is doing more with less define the administration's attitude to public resources. Our goal has been the reinvention of a developmental state where each resident has a significant stake in the prosperity and sustainability of the state. The first 4 years have been devoted to addressing the basics, restoring security, law and order, addressing waste management and urban regeneration, rebuilding public schools, hospitals, infrastructural revolution and unprecedented road dualization for the present and future generations, breaking the 34-year-old jinx by building a befitting government house and lodge, digitizing government processes, and mainstreaming transparency and value for money governance, restoring public finance on a path of sustainability, rescuing our environment, intentionally investing in leisure and entertainment to turn Anambra into a preferred destination. A revolution for a new social order that is intentional about ecumenism and celebrates order, enterprise, and integrity. For sure, it's not possible to attempt to at least over 120 sterling achievements of this administration so far. You can see the summary documentary on a document I'm sure circulating here entitled On the Rise, the Foundation of the Taiwan Silicon Valley 1.0. You can also access the soft copy. But suffice it to re-echo what the Anambra are saying, that Anambra is back to winning ways. Anambra is back to winning ways. Some 62 criminal gangs have been dismantled, and 8 local governments previously under siege. Over 15,000 youths have been trained and empowered under a unique one-year two skills program, with 3,000 of them confessing to be the new youth millionaire. To read of the Anambra palm revolution, we have distributed 2.2 million palm and coconut seedlings to 180,000 households, thereby empowering them for life and laying the foundation for a new palm processing ecosystem. With our revolution in education, especially with the 8,115 new teachers recruited competitively from 18 states of Nigeria, upscaling investment in public school infrastructure and technology, especially with the smart schools, and continuing subsidy to mission schools. The Anambra public schools are back to winning ways. Anambra schools and teachers, especially public schools, now dominate the annual President's Awards. They won 5 and 9 President's Awards in 2024 and 2025, respectively. For context, about 15 awards are available each year, the highest of any state in Nigeria. In 2025, an Anambra public school was rated the best primary school in Nigeria, while a public secondary school had the overall best results in science subjects in the same 2025. Anambra now has the lowest out-of-school children in Nigeria at 2.9% according to UNICEF. Our truly free education from kindergarten to senior secondary school in all public schools has seen the enrollment up by nearly 50%. We have been celebrated as national and regional champions in primary health care, winning cumulative cash awards of $1.6 million US. This is one award that you win cash, and Anambra has won them back to back for 2 years. And our program of free antenatal and free delivery for pregnant women, including free cesarean operations in all public hospitals, has benefited slightly over 208,000 women with zero mortality. The 5 brand new general hospitals built, completed, are all in the North Senatorial Zone, true to our principle of prioritizing need over politics. This governor, yours sincerely, I am from the South Senatorial Zone. We haven't built any in the South Senatorial Zone. We prioritize the North Senatorial Zone where there has been acute need. We have been consistently ranked #1 on fiscal transparency, on fiscal sustainability. Fully digitized and our ease of doing this work. Yes, we are wrestling with our #1 existential threat, the environment, especially flooding and gully erosion. Anambra is the gully erosion capital of the world. The list go on, and all of this so far, I must note, without borrowing a copper from any commercial bank. The nation and the world has taken serious notice with dozens of national and international awards and recognition. Even though someone says we do so much, but we're not doing enough with publicity. I said we'll do them first. Later, the people will tell the story. If we build the skyscrapers and flyovers to be inhabited by the Oki and there's a one generation, our homeland will be desolate and our efforts in vain. Our homeland will be overrun by new, fastest growing religion and philosophy amongst our youth that promise and celebrate life without war. The implication for criminality was obvious. We promised a revolution towards a new Anambra, and we are serious about it. With the enforcement of our home security law 2025, also Soludu is real. Hundreds of these dangerous native doctors are on the run. The poster boy of the new phenomenon, has pleaded guilty and sentenced. His massive shrine has been destroyed as well. We are on a very serious crusade for ethical and cultural rebirth. Going back to the roots of what made us great and solid, values of ethics and integrity, The way that way we can rescue our youth and secure the future away from drugs, cultism, magic, and criminality. In Anambra, we're at the beginning of a new chapter. The road ahead is still long, and much remains to be And this must change for the sake of our future and the generations to come. Several years of self-inflicted but devastating war of attrition, together with the complicit silence of the graveyard, setting the wheel of development several decades back. How did we get here? In the early 1960s, the Eastern region was reported as the fastest growing sub-region in the world. 9 years after the Nigerian Biafran Civil War, in 1979, Igbos became the vice president and the speaker of the House of Representatives until 1983. From 1999 to 2020, which were of course rotated among the 5 states. That's an issue for another day. But how, and so on and so forth, that we have had. How all these positions improve the lives of the women in Okoko, or Ngokpala, or Akwet, or Izampo, or Udenu remains a question for another day. But how did we get to the recent position where we resort to politics of lamentation? The truth is that we have derailed. Perhaps someday, when we ask the hard question, it may turn out that the problem may lie exclusively in our side, or maybe within ourselves. Yes. To see a man with the average Igbo man is better. In 1998, I wrote an article at the United Nations then. I wrote an article that it is possible for an Igbo man to be president, Senate president, and speaker of the House of Representatives at the same time, yet Igbo land or ordinary Igbo man may not even fare better. By politicians, framework prosperity for all. This is the major point in my view. We need a new language, a new narrative, a new approach. First, I said in my address 4 years ago, I would. We don't organize $1.6 million, and over 7 million in Lagos alone. Scattered all over the world. End of food. We must be responsible citizens of Nigeria. The better ways to agitate for fairness is self-annihilation. We must state that never again on ourselves.
TCOM, let's put our hands together for the Northern of Nigeria as he comes forward for his speech.
Former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo DCFR. Former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan DCFR. Elder statesman and former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Emeka Isio OFR. Our host, Executive Governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Soludu CFR and his Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, and his spouse, current and former members of the National Assembly present here. The Excellencies, Deputy Governors of Kaduna, Imo, Delta, Ebonyi, and Enugu states. The Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable and all the members of the Anambra State. The Chief Judge of Anambra State, Honorable Joseph Onchi Manase, members of the Anambra State. Special Advisor to the President on Economic, former Governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Senator ON, and all the former governors and Anambra State here. Heads of government of the state is by the judges. Particular host community. Deputy North and Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, where Majesty Maker is a waiter. His Majesty Robio only are as all the traditional rulers present here. The President is and all that I here. Members of the captains of it and the concession commission by Emeka Ofo, the president and my very good friend is Alan Oni. Members of the first estate of the ring, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. He returned to Anambra State with the wealth of experience, having traveled with father's honors and horizons of knowledge, and tested his deeds in the service of Nigeria and the wider world. But to say only that, it will hit a third cliché. His Excellency, Professor Chukuma Charles Soludu CFR, has shown with uncommon elegance and an uncommon courage what it means for it to conquer. Today's topic of William diagnosis to step out of the serenity program to the top of partisan. Us can unify without shouting, persuade without humiliating, and stand firm without surrendering his fault. It is therefore no surprise that these people are welcoming the runner of this big city and guiding further into safe and prosperous waters. The people of Anambra are to live in him, and there is no Kawye country. Takes this oath once again beside him. Step this oath for us. And it's not only about the brilliance of the man, but also about who has translated in order and order in thought. One of the beautiful lessons Professor Soludu has taught us is that differences in political parties need not be invitations for hostility. They can and should be opportunities for collaboration. In this business of serving the people, we are more alike than we are different, because whatever balance we wear, the true burden before us is the redemption of our people. Professor Soludo has shown that it is possible to see beyond the general shenanigans that so often pass for politics in our time, and to keep pace with the higher calling of public life. And if I may add this mind, with practical commentaries on the state of the nation, whether on our economic adventures or political gymnastics, have become so permanent tenants in the media space that one with Professor Clear's Prof have become three reaches for the pen and the other have places for the heart. The policies of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have benefited from the candor, specialist insights, and patriotic counsel of these distinguished economists. This restless thinker, this public intellectual of uncommon grade, both in open forum and in private conversation. And that is how we should be. That is what it means to be in the business of nation building. It means placing the welfare of the population above the vanity of partisan principles.
No, no.